GitHub. It is a cloud-based service. It can be accessed using github.com in a browser. It helps to manage the Git repositories. The software project can maintain the code base here and operate on the code. It supports operations like updating the code or downloading the code, etc. Suppose the developer wants to change the code for new requirement, he gets the code from repo to his local branch. He changes the code and it is available in his local system. When he commits the changes, it is updated to his local branch. Now, how to upload the code to GitHub, which is having corresponding remote branch? Git client provides different commands to work on these kind of operations. You can also use UI version of Git to operate on the code. We will go through Git command line and Git UI in the coming sections. Now we will see how to create a repository in GitHub. Log into github.com. If you are not having an account, please create the account. Click on new. Here you will get an option to create a new repository here. A repository contains all project files including the revision history. Already have a project repository elsewhere, import a repository. Here if we click on this, if you have an existing repository, we can import that. Now we are creating a new repository. Here we are choosing no template. Here owner, logged in user, then the repository name. Here they are giving some suggestions here, creating repository name. Great repository names are short and memorable. Here for example, silver-octo palm tree. We can name the required name here, whatever based on your project or the functionality name you can give it here. And you can make this repository as public or private. Public means anyone on the internet can see this repository. Private, you choose who can see and commit to his repository. Now I'll open the github.com. Log into github.com. Sign in. Now you can see create your first project, create repositories here. Currently there are no repositories in this account. Let's create that here. You can see the logged in user here. Signed in is a NKP Tech. Here you can see the profiles, your repositories, projects, other details. You can see it here. Now I'll create a repository. Click on create repository. Now we will name this repository as git-repo-1. This is the Git repository I'm creating now. Okay, this is the name of the repository. This owner is NKP Tech / git-repo-1 here. Now I made this as a public here. Initialize this repository with, I'll keep as it is, will not change anything. In add git ignore, this also I'll not change anything here. Now I'll create the repository here. Now this repository got created. Now you can see this is the repository name here. This is the one, https github.com/nkptech/ this is the name what we given .git. This is the repository created now. Now you need to initialize this repository. Number of options listed here. You can see the first one is get started by creating a new file here, or uploading an existing file, or using command create a new repository on the command line. You can use these commands here, git initialize, then add the file, commit with the proper message, then branch and add it to the remote branch here. Then again push an existing repository from the command line here. Another option is import the code from another repo. First I'll choose this option, creating a new file here. Click here, creating a new file, and I'll name this file here first file.txt here. Here I'll type some data here, testing 1 2 3 testing here. Now here I'll commit new file here. You can message here, come create a first file. This is the message you can first commit. Here you can add some description. First file added. Now commit new file. Now saving. Now file is committed to this repo. Now this file is available in this repo now. Now you can see this file got committed and the branch is main branch. This is the default branch here. This is the default branch main. If you want other branch, you can create the branches. If you see view all branches, you can see the available branches for this repository. Currently it's only main. If you want more branches, you can create here. We will see how to create branches and operate on the branches in the coming sections.